Is a top priority for first responders, especially when they're responding to an emergency.
Now a local fire department has a new piece of equipment to make sure the public knows they're coming. KTIV's Katie Koppel got to check it out.
From car radios to cell phones, distractions easily happen on the road, meaning you may not hear an emergency vehicle approaching. But a new piece of technology being used by the Sioux City Fire Department will bring real-time notifications for emergency responders near your location right to your car.
It goes up to the cloud, it sends out a signal to people on their navigational systems in their vehicles to let them know that there's an emergency vehicle in the roadway or approaching them.
When you hear the familiar tone of emergency sirens, drivers are supposed to pull over and let them pass, but that doesn't always happen.
You just don't hear us approaching. You know, we have many different sirens, we have the air horns, and it still is not enough.
Now this new technology in use by the Sioux City Fire Department hopes to aid in bringing attention to emergency vehicles. It's called the Haas Alerts Safety Cloud, a digital alerting system that sends real-time notifications to drivers in the proximity of emergency vehicles.
Keep an ear out, keep an eye out, and hopefully you can hear us coming with that. But this here, you'll start being alerted a half mile in front of us.
The alerts are sent to those using maps like Apple and Waze and will also appear on the dashboard of many newer vehicles through the Emergency Vehicle Alert System features.
So anytime that they're in, all they have to do is have the map running and it will pop right up on there. They don't need to be navigating anywhere. It just is a matter of fact that it's running. It will pop up on there.
The goal is the safety of the public and first responders on the road.
A critical accident or a fatal accident can happen at 30 miles an hour, and that's almost all of our roadways that we have here. If a car hits somebody at 30 miles an hour, they can kill them. And that's the biggest thing I want them to do, is to pay attention to the responders and to these people that are working on the roadways.
So the next time you see lights, sirens, or see an alert on your maps,
do what the book says, slow down and pull to the right.
In South Sioux City, Nebraska, Katie Koppel, KTIV News 4.
South Sioux City isn't the only Nebraska Fire Department utilizing the same technology. In fact, Norfolk's Fire Division started using the Haas Alert system last spring.